Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide with trusted information for you to use to make a decision. Today, I want to deal with, are women fit to be leaders? One may actually want to become emotional at this point, but I want you to critically examine what obtains in the American election between a male and a female, not between Republicans and Democrats, but between a male and a female. And your ideological, political background is secondary to my discussion. Now, you need to understand carefully and carefully and critically that there are more women voters than men voters. Let's go again. There are more women voters than men voters. So it means that every time there's an election in either the United States or Jamaica and or anywhere else in the world, there are going to be more women who are going to be voting than men. So therefore, women are choosing a leader substantially to their male counterparts. You don't understand that clearly. So the result of the American election is clearly signaling to men that they are leaders compared to females. The women are saying that men are leaders compared to females. To understand that carefully. It might be difficult for some person to understand, it might be difficult for some person to grasp. It might become a feminist perspective that people will want to deny. But the fact is, the numbers have said it. In terms of Trump getting most of the electoral votes and most of the popular votes. And remember, most of the voters are females. So females are clearly stating in America that men are leaders and that a woman should not be its leader. That comes across like I'm robbing females, but it isn't. It is females choosing who they think a better leader is. And they are saying a better leader is a male. We're not looking at the characteristics of Trump and the characteristics of Kamala Harris. We're looking at the gender. And men are saying, we want our leader to be a male. Women are saying, we want our leader to be a male. But then there are some undercurrents and some undertones. So this, one of those undercurrents is the fact that women believe that women are not good leaders. Because if they had believed that women are better leaders than men, in the American election, they would have chosen Mrs. Harris. And they did not. They chose a male. And the undercurrent or the underbelly of this decision is that men are better leaders than women. The women chose a man to be their leader, indicating that that is where they are. In the 21st century, women are saying men are better leaders than women. What do women know that men don't? Or is it that we all know that men are better leaders? And when we put women at the head of organizations, what are we saying about those organizations that women lead? Where is it historically? Where is there a dominant, well-oiled, well-run organization that our female is in charge of? Do we know something that we don't want to deal with? Is there an undercurrent that we do not want to deal with, that men make better leaders than women? The very women are saying the man is a better leader. So that's why I've chosen Trump. But number of person don't want to deal with that issue. The women are speaking and they spoke with their votes. And their votes are saying a man is a better leader. We are choosing Trump. Irrespective of his personal issues, irrespective of the fact that he might not come across as educated as Mrs. Harris, irrespective of the fact that he is highly emotional, maybe not emotional intelligent, but emotional, but they are saying that Trump makes a better leader than a woman. Is it at any time in our history that we are going to choose a female because she makes a better leader than a male? Will that ever occur? I want you to look carefully at what is happening on my screen, and I'm saying to you, this is the result of the American election, with substantially more females voting than men. Prior to the American election, before the American election, or the US presidential election, the media went all out to try to belittle and show negative things about Donald Trump. They were on a smear campaign. And despite all the rhetorics used by various media houses and, of course, influential wealthy persons, the American female spoke, saying, we want a male to lead us. We do not want a female. And then they went further by saying what Mrs. Harris' party stands for, and of course, essence, what she subscribed to and believe in, are not what we believe in, are not the things that we want for our family, are not the things we want for our future generations. And that is what they are saying. So the Democrats really looked at some policies and their very nature and program philosophies that is driving them. This is a potent question that must be answered. A number of persons may not want to look at it, but I want you to look carefully at what my screen is saying. The American electors voted substantially for Donald Trump and voted for the Republican senators, indicating that they want the policy and principles and philosophies of the Democrat, one, and two, they want a male to lead them. They must be saying, it must be deduced from what they have voted for, that a male makes a better leader than a female. Listen to what transpired here in the American election, and I'm summarizing this as the victory speech, the victory dance.
We're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around in ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hardworking people. These are fantastic people. And we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in. And he's going to help make America healthy again. And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, Go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars, 4 years, we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together, we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny, and we're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from them. Can you imagine? 900, 901, something, a lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. Very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight.
No, a number of pros may want to deny the fact that this election, the 2024 election, where Americans voted for the 47th president, is an historic one in terms of the number of persons who voted for Donald Trump and Republican senators, earmarking or indicating that the Americans do not want the policies of the Democrat and believe that a female is not as good as a male in running their affairs. It is something that is cultural. It is something that is embedded in people. And this election is indicating to many persons across the world that even among women, there is a belief or a perspective that males make better leaders. The issue of whether a woman is fit to be a leader of America is answered by the number of votes, both electoral votes and the ordinary vote, or the number of persons who voted in the election are saying to the world, and by extension, the people in America. The popular votes and electoral votes are held by Donald Trump. The American people have spoken, and the women are saying women are less fit to be the leader of this country at this time compared to a male? What do you have to say? Let me hear your thoughts. Pen your views there. You might disagree with me. You might disagree with my analysis. You might disagree with my perspective. But the American persons, the American people, particularly the women have spoken. Do you see what they are saying? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your views? Let me hear them. You don't have to bash me, but let's have a civil conversation and a sensible conversation around what the American persons are saying in the 21st century. What are they saying about men being leaders and women being leaders?